Good morning. I have one child awake with me right now, so I thought great time to start the vlog. Have a little bit of peace. All of us, or not all of us, excluding Josh, are recovering from a cold, so I'm determined to not sniffle in this vlog because it's unedited. It might be a bit of a struggle, but yeah, first of all, to recap last vlog, which was a gong show, Finn's sleep has been pretty good. Most days he's taking his 2 naps. Some days he's skipping one or the other. And so I'm like, oh, he had a cold, he's teething, you know, makes sense. I thought he was teething 1 molar. Turns out he's teething 3, like he's cut 3 through, started to cut them through. So poor boy is just in a lot of pain, which I knew, like, just, you know, you can tell by the way they cry that it's like something's wrong. So giving him a lot of grace, obviously, and I have a lot of hope that things will go. Yeah, that's stuck in there. Come here. Come here. I have a lot of hope that things will go back to normal after these teeth come in. That's pretty cool, hey? Finn's at that stage where he's getting into everything, which is lovely. He's angry right now. He can't go in the laundry closet. He's been loving going in the garbage cabinet. Like that. So that's been fun. But it's better this time around for sure, because when Rook's awake, they play together as opposed to getting into trouble so much. It's just when Finn's solo that he wants to get into things. But I gotta hold this boy. Love is in the morning when you wake and smile at me. Love is when we can talk together, happy as can be. Yeah. Rook is still asleep. It's, what time is it? 8 o'clock. It's just really dark out today. It's a rainy day. So Finn's already had his breakfast. He isn't, just a little Finn update, he isn't talking yet. By this time, Rook had some words to him, which is fine. Finn is, how old are you? 14 months? But he's done a lot of like physical advancements, I guess you could say. So people say like sometimes they'll do one or the other. But anyways, I'm trying to read to him more to try and help his language and just talk to him more in general. I feel like being the second kid, he gets a little bit neglected in that way. We're always reading Rook's books, which are more complicated, not so much Finn's. So Finn has a piece of salmon. I have to go grab that. I did forget to mention he is picking up on his sign language, so that's another reason why I'm not super concerned, because he's starting to figure out how to communicate anyways. Like, obviously, I mean, there's no need to worry. There's a lot of time for him to start talking, but it is a huge relief having him able to tell me his needs. I'm not having yogurt and granola this morning. I think I have sensitivity to something in that mixture. All of a sudden, like, I've been having yogurt and granola for breakfast for quite a few months now. And just as of the past month, whenever I have it, I get like crazy stomach cramps for a couple hours, which is not nice. And I think it's the oats. I was talking to a friend about it. I don't know what else it could be. Some people can be sensitive to oats, and maybe I just ate too many that now I'm sensitive to it. I don't know. So I'm taking a break from it because I don't want to feel like that anymore. I don't have a great breakfast alternative, so I'm just gonna have bread and butter. Maybe I'll put some honey on it. But yeah, Brooke is still sleeping. It's still only like 8:15, but he didn't take his nap yesterday when I really think he needed one, so I'm not surprised that he's sleeping in. I really need to like figure out the lighting on these dark days, because like it's 9 o'clock, it's still really dark out, and I always forget how dark the fall and winter are. What happened? Anyways, I got dressed. I still have not brought out any of my fall clothes, so I'm just wearing the stuff that I thrifted. I feel like there's no time these days for anything outside of the like normal schedule. Like I already feel like I'm behind on work just with like Finn's naps being unpredictable. Some days I don't get done what I need to get done, which is fine, but it just means that like nothing else can happen. So I also still haven't posted anything for sale from the closet declutter, the kids closet declutter. So I just have a pile of stuff in my bedroom taking up space. I also need to take some more clothes out of storage for the kids. It's like, when is that gonna happen? Not during nap time, because I have to work during nap time. So, and it's also because Finn is in the chaotic stage where like if you try and do anything with him around, he will just destroy whatever that thing is. So it's just a little extra complicated, but I forgot to mention. Whoa, those clocks are very different. Very different. I need to know what the actual time is. I'm going to the dentist today. I'm hoping that I'm done with my Invisaligns. Either they say I'm done or I have 3 more months. So ideally I'm done, but I'm at the stage where my teeth are setting, so I just wear the same tray. Like they give me different trays, but it's like no movement trays to just have everything settle in place, I guess. And either they're going to be like, your teeth are settled and great, or they're not, so you need to do this longer. Either way, I do have to wear the trays or a retainer at night for the rest of my life, but that's like normal for anyone with orthodontic treatment, I guess. So yeah, it's been 1.5 years and I'm just so, so over it. I want to be able to eat whenever I want to eat. I don't want to have to deal with these gross trays, because they do get quite gross by the time you're ready to replace them. So yeah, dentist today, dropping the kids off with grandparents, and then coming back and hopefully doing some things. Oh, I also have like my garden that needs more work for like resetting for the winter. I pulled up my dahlias, but they need to be like cleaned and processed. I don't really know how I'm going to store them yet, because we're very humid here, so we'll see. Anywho, I'm going to finish getting everyone ready. Rook's awake also, I forgot to mention that. He had his breakfast, kind of, and here we go. One second, buddy, I'm just in the middle of something. Okay, we are back. I forgot how long of a day it would be, or like how long the dentist appointment is. Well, I'm so scatterbrained. The appointment itself, but also my dentist does not live near me, so it's a bit of a drive, plus dropping off the kids. It's 1 o'clock is what I'm trying to say. Sorry if this is loud. Finn did not sleep on the car ride there, which I didn't expect, and they took him for a walk in the stroller and he still didn't sleep. So it was a struggle, but I was able to keep him awake on the drive back here, and now he's fallen asleep in bed. I mean, like some might say he's dropping down to 1 nap, but I refuse to believe that until all the other factors are gone, like the teething and the sickness. And I think he also entered a leap. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep trying to offer the first nap until I'm confident that he's not gonna take it anymore. But like, man, would it be convenient if he took it? Because if Rook wasn't in preschool, I'd be fine with them both, you know, doing the one nap in the afternoon. But anyways, I have some leftover soup for lunch. It's butternut squash soup. I made it on, doesn't matter when I made it, I made it a couple days ago. I made it from scratch without a recipe. Are you proud of me? I've made butternut squash soup before and just kind of knew what I like in it, and yeah, that's the first time I've ever kind of made something without a recipe. So I'm really proud of myself. How's the food? Good. Brooke's just finishing up lunch, then he's gonna go down for his nap. And then, I don't know, I need to figure out what I'm doing with the rest of the day. I almost forgot to mention my appointment. I still have my trays on, 3 more months. I honestly didn't expect anything less. Like, I was hopeful, but I didn't expect that I would be free from them. So 3 more months and then done for the full-time use. It's been a long journey. The vacuum's working, as you can see. I forgot that I talked about this on the last vlog also. It needed a new battery. I tried all the things, ordered a new battery off Amazon, and now it's working great. So very happy about that, because it's been like a week since I've been able to clean the floors, and with kids, it was so gross. So yeah, it feels really nice having a clean house, which I know it doesn't stay this way, but just for a quiet time, nap time, to be able to tidy up and feel the peace for a little bit, it's worth it. I feel like the house hasn't been this clean in a long time, and it's not even that clean, but it just looks nice. It just looks nice. I feel like I've been living in chaos. Something else I have to update you on is Brooke had his first day of preschool. It went so well. Like, for his personality type, I think it couldn't have gone better. He was a little nervous at first. I got there early so that he could warm up to the whole thing. He was a little clingy. I, talked to him, told him that it's normal to be nervous, and we played with chalk for a little bit. And then when they said, like, okay, give your last hugs, he gave me a hug, and he walked off and he waved goodbye, and it was so sweet. And he's crying a little bit, but I think he's just falling asleep. What was I saying? And then when I went to pick him up, I expected him to like run to me and like give me a big hug, and he didn't. He just walked over like, "Hi, Mom." So cute. And the teacher said that he did really well. He was more observant than like super into it. But again, that's kind of what I would expect from him. He's more of a, I don't know how you describe his personality, but that's what I would expect. He did still play with some kids, and yeah, he just had a great time. And ever since, that was yesterday, he's been talking about it. So yeah, I'm just really, really happy for him that he had a good time and that it's gonna be really good for him. So yeah, and then as long as Finn can just please nap during it in the future. He did nap yesterday during class, so we'll see. I think I'm gonna get just a little bit of work done while they're sleeping. Oh, actually, I wanted to show you something. I bought all my bulbs for the spring. I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Okay. So I got my bulbs for the year. Last year I didn't plant many at all. Why didn't I plant many? I think I didn't have the space for them. And I always regret it in the spring if I don't plant enough. Because this time of year, like, I don't want to garden anymore. Like, I'm ready to just close that chapter, but I know this is worth it. Anyways, so I've never done this before, but this is like a 40 days of blooms. So there's 4 different types of tulips. They're all pretty in pink. My issue is I don't know what type of tulip I like the most, or at least there's some that are really beautiful, but it's like the 6-packs, which are expensive, versus getting one of the like 50 packs, but it's all one color. Anyways, I also got some daffodils. It's been a couple years since I've done daffodils, and I really liked this mix. And the nice thing about these is that they do come back every year, so I'm gonna put them in one of the garden beds, and then after they bloom, I can move them wherever I want. Because my idea is to put these somewhere permanent, like around the property, but I don't know where to do that yet. Then this looks like a bag of mushrooms. This is just some white tulips, and Brooke really wanted to get some red ones. So there's that. This one's really fun. What is it called? Pineapple Express. Right? Some red, some orange, and yellow. I tried to get diverse colors. And then this one's also fun. Haven't done this before. There's these pinky ones, and then the dark purple. I don't love the dark purple in like the standard tulip shape, but these ones are the, what do you call them? They're like double tulips or something. So yeah, I'm not planting them today because it's raining, but sometime this week, because we're at the cold enough temperatures that it'll be fine. Maybe I'll get Brooke to help. That'll be fun. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna, like I said, do a little bit of work. I have some thoughts that I've been having the past little while that I wanted to share. That's all these vlogs are, it's just my thoughts. But I feel like I'm starting to see the end of the tunnel. Not that I'm close to the end of the tunnel, but just the chaos of young children motherhood. I'm kind of getting that perspective of like, there is an end in sight. Again, I'm not trying to rush things. Obviously, I'm gonna miss these moments when they're gone, but just as Brooke's getting more independent, I see a lot of like peace and joy in my future. And don't get me wrong, I have joy now, just not a lot of peace. But the other day, Rook was in the backyard playing, Finn was napping, and I went in the front yard for a bit. And that was the first time that I did that, knowing that he's fine back there, and he just kept playing. And yeah, it's just the first time I've been able to step away from him like that and not worry. Obviously Finn is still young and he has a lot of growing to do before I can get that, I don't even know what to call it, consistency, predictability probably back. Because as you know, especially right now, like my life feels very up in the air with the nap schedules, but I'm actually really looking forward to when the kids don't nap anymore. Okay, the battery died. I obviously don't want them to just stop napping, but I mean more of like when they're at that stage where they don't need naps anymore and they're just more of like little people, not so much little babies. I'm excited to have those freedoms of really taking them along for the ride of the lifestyle we want to live. Not to say we're not living that lifestyle now, but it feels like we could go full force into it, you know, like we're not restricted by nap schedules and baby needs and everything, because everyone's needs are like the same at that point, right? Like this summer we've been doing a lot of hikes and it's always that stress of like, okay, it's like 1 o'clock, we should really head back if we want to get the kids to sleep. And yeah, it would just be nice to be able to do full day trips, etc. So yeah, it's really nice getting that perspective of like, okay, it is only short term, because you hear like everything's a stage, it's all short term, but it's hard to really understand that when you're in the thick of it. Like when I've talked about this a million times, when Rook was 1, I was having a really hard time with him, and I honestly thought like it's gonna be this bad until he's 5 and in kindergarten when I got a break, which like was obviously not true, but for some reason I was just like so caught up in it. And yeah, I'm just feeling really hopeful for the future. I'm really happy about the kids, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, I think I'm gonna spend the next little bit editing this before the kids wake up. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.